When I was a child, I struggled a lot with how my body looked because I didn't love my body the way that girls were supposed to love their bodies. And when I found out that I'm trans, it really opened up my eyes and made me start accepting who I am, which helped a lot with my identity, my expression, how I express myself, and how I accept my body. Nowadays, I think about it and I accept my body, and I know that even though I can't change it at the moment, I have to love it for what it is because it's the body that I was born with. Like there's only one of these, you know? And yeah, there's not a lot that you can do about it right now, but learning to accept how you look and learning to accept that this is like the body that you're supposed to have is something that helps not only physically but mentally as well. And I think that's helped me heal a lot. Thank you.
So according to my research, based off of Cam's story about body image, Cam is a trans masc person, so naturally he would be prone to body dysmorphia. And body dysmorphia is believing you were born in the wrong body or you don't belong in the body that you have. Obviously that relates heavily to trans people. A statistic I found on gender or body dysmorphia in trans people is that a higher rate of suicide is among them, and 32 to 50% of people with body or gender dysmorphia at least attempt suicide. It's a result of social stigma, bullying, violence. I know he has some stuff at home, so that could also be a factor. Like home life, environments, people you're around, things like that could really affect mental health wise related to his body image. So what we learned from this is that, as he said, we need to learn to accept our bodies. Relating specifically to his story, trans people need to learn to I of course can't speak for them, but basically just listen to what Cam said, and as long as we keep moving forward, have a goal to attain, to find peace like he does with the right surgeries and stuff like that, then we'll all be okay. And it's really about the people we're around. And people affect us more than we think that they do, based off of the theory, the social influence theory. If you see someone judging your body, and if you see more people than not judging your body, you're going to think that hating your body is normal. Same for Cam. If you see, since more often than not, he sees that trans people are bad and people in the queer community are bad, he just thinks it's normal to ignore it and think that he belongs in this body when he knows he doesn't. And I feel like if we promote hashtag Re-Sculpting minds, then we can re-sculpt people's minds into a way of thinking that we influence people way more than we think we do, and rather than promoting hate and unhealthy coping mechanisms like ignoring who you are, we should promote instead loving who you are and accepting everyone.
I don't exactly have a positive body image. Something that will help me get a positive body image is hanging out with people who support me and don't try to tell me what and what I should not do with my body, and eating things I want instead of letting other people dictate what I should eat. Yeah.
So based off of Ananya's case, and from what she's told me, it seems like with the use of other people a lot in what she's saying, I feel like family and perhaps not friends, because but I feel like it's more so family that is a factor in kind of dictating the stuff that she was saying out, dictating her the choices that she makes. Granted, it's okay to an extent, right? She should have some freedom with Ananya's body image. As she was saying, she doesn't have a very good, very positive body image of her own body, so I feel like psychologically, I don't know much about Ananya's mental health, but I mean, I'm assuming, I'm just gonna say it's safe to assume that her family negatively impacting her body image like this, at least influencing it, like influencing the negativity, doesn't help her mental health. So I feel like the mental health could be at least a factor, maybe a smaller one than the social aspect of the family. But of course there's the biological factor, which of course I can't fully speak to, as I am a man. But with Ananya being a female, I know that females are often represented more stereotypically in the media than men are, so that could and probably is a factor. The theory that is based in her study is the family systems theory. This theory states that the human family is a complex social system in which members interact to influence each other's behavior. Family members interconnect, making it appropriate to view the system as a whole rather than as individual elements. So any change in one individual in the unit impacts everyone, and it may lead to changes in the person who the family influences. And of course, in Ananya's case and most cases based in this theory, focus on the family or the parent-child system. So with that being said, my strategy is that since it is a unit and everyone influences each other like cogs in a machine, my strategy I'm proposing is that we come up with a way to re-sculpt everyone in the family's minds, and not just hers, but in families' minds, to not influence negativity or forced change, but to empower and inspire positive change and positive progress in the child. With these two cases and my other hashtags and promos for this campaign, I feel like we can do something, maybe yes small, but something.